Hello everybody, this is Corpizzi. Today we're going to be building a computer dedicated to Gears of War. I'm very excited to have Gears of War 4 coming to the PC, so much that I'm building a computer completely dedicated to Gears of War. The name of this computer is going to be Marcus, and as so, Marcus will be inside the computer, protecting it from evil. And now let's get going with their build. The motherboard that I'm using is from MSI. It is the Z170A Gaming M7. This is an Intel based motherboard. The first thing that I'll be doing is installing the CPU on the motherboard. The CPU that I'm using is the Intel i7 6700K. This is the best CPU there is for gaming. It is very important that you ground yourself when working with any of your computer electronics, because you can do some serious damage to them. And when you're handling your CPU, you always gotta be very careful, because it is the most important part of your computer and one of the most sensitive to damage the little pins. Next, I'll be installing the RAM. For the RAM, I got Corsair's Vengeance LPX. I got 4 8GB sticks for a total of 32, and this is clocked at 2400 MHz. After installing the RAM, I'm going to be installing the motherboard in the case. The case that I got is the Corsair 760T. This is their graphite series. This is a very beautiful case. The color scheme for this computer build is red and black, and you can see that this motherboard has very beautiful red and black. MSI is always good for red and black. Having a screwdriver with a magnet is a lifesaver when you're installing the motherboard. Be careful not to over tighten the screws, because you might damage your motherboard. Make sure to take your time when installing all these parts, and always read the manuals, because they will answer a lot of the questions you have and make the process a lot smoother. I removed the hard drive base because I won't be needing them, and I will only be using a solid state drive, and this is where Marcus will go, and I will also add an extra fan. The power supply that I went with is Corsair's RM1000X. This is 1000 watts, probably way more than I will ever need. Be careful when installing the power to the motherboard. It is very thick cable and very tight corners. To cool the CPU, I installed Corsair's H115i. This is a 280mm radiator water cool unit. It is very good for cooling your CPU. When installing this unit, keep in mind the direction of the cables, because that will be important for managing the cables and having a clean build. Be careful not to touch the CPU when installing this, or touching the bottom of the water cooling unit. There is a lot of choices for cooling your CPU, but if you can get an all-in-one water cooling unit, go for it, because it looks very clean and beautiful at the end. My case comes with two of Corsair's Af140 fans in the front, and I added one in the back. It had one, but I replaced it with one that had red LED lights, and I also added another fan in the bottom that was AF120mm. I added a Blu-ray drive to be able to play my 4K Blu-ray movies. One of the most important parts of a gaming computer is the graphics card. For the graphics card, I went with the MSI's GTX 1070. I think this will be more than sufficient for the gaming I'll be doing, and if I need to later on, I can add a second one for more power. This graphic card also goes very well with the red and black color scheme. I could have gone with the GTX 1080, but I didn't think it was necessary, and this will have the necessary power that I need. Next, we're going to be securing our buddy Marcus in the case. He will be protecting it against virus, or probably not. To secure Marcus, I'm going to be using one of the hard drive base plastics that was holding them down. I'm gonna drill a couple holes and secure Marcus with a couple screws. I chose Marcus as the name for my computer because I think Marcus represents Gears of War. Since the beginning he's been the main character and he's very fitting for my computer build. I'm crossing my fingers hoping that Marcus will also kill any viruses near my computer. To help Marcus destroy all those viruses, I added an arsenal of weapons. I'm sure he's gonna need every single one of them. I had a lot of fun building this computer. I hope that a lot of you that play video games will get encouraged with this to build your computer. I've played video games for 20 years and this is my first computer build. I'm ready for Gears of War 4 and Marcus is going to be there to help me. Turning on the computer for the first time was like when you get a brand new car and you turn it on for the first time. You know that feeling. For the mouse, I got Corsair's M65 Pro RGB. This is a great mouse, and for the keyboard, I got Corsair's Strafe RGB mechanical keyboard. Also a great keyboard. These will go together with my Xbox One controller, all ready for gaming. I'll be uploading a lot of Gears of War 4 videos, but for the meantime, till Gears of War comes out, I'll be replaying the trailer over and over. I gotta say that I'm very happy with what Microsoft is doing with bringing their games to Windows 10. This is what pushed me over to build my own computer. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.